Welcome back to Oracles by MJ. I am she. Now please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so I can hop into that algorithm. 319 and counting. Today, now I was going to talk about, I am going to talk about purpose, but I kept getting it confused with passion. And although they do intercept, purpose, the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. Finding our purpose. This is something that I speak about often. And I spoke on it in a previous video. Probably a video I did about 3 years ago, maybe more. Purpose. You know, we really find our purpose in childhood. During childhood, we experience, many things. We should experience many things, whether that is soccer or dance, baseball, singing, ballet, whatever have you. You know, we go through life and we see and observe and we try hands-on different things. And at some point we find a passion is a strong, controllable emotion. Now let me be sure. Passion, strong and barely controllable emotion. I think they still burning birds. Okay. I think if we're passionate, oh Lord have mercy. Of course I'm drinking my pistachio matcha. I think if we're passionate about something, we may have possibly found our purpose. To be so passionate about being on stage and performing, that might be a purpose. So imagine a childhood where you did absolutely nothing. Or you did what your parents signed you up for. You didn't really enjoy it. You just did it because daddy, mommy was waking you up in the morning to take you. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But when you became your own woman, your own man, on your own, you didn't know what to do. You didn't try anything else. You didn't do much. You feel like you have no identity. This is why our childhood is pivotal. Because by the time you make it to damn near college, you should already know what you're taking up. That should tell you some type of purpose right there. What are you going to college for if you don't really want to do that? So by the time we go to college, if we do go to college, or in that age realm, 18 to 19, we should know at some degree what we want to do. To some degree, we should know, all right, I think I want to do something behind the scenes. I think I want to produce. I think I want to be a photographer. I think I want to share my artistry via painting, There's got to be a spark of something. Something that mom gave you, to push you. Some momentum. Or dad, But if we don't find that purpose in our childhood, there's possibility, there's so much possibility to find it in our adulthood. We might stumble across it. It may present itself to us via watching a documentary, a movie, reading a book. It could be going on an interview and meeting someone at the interview and having a conversation with them and being enlightened by what they say, and it may give you an idea I may want to do that. But it's definitely stepping out of our comfort zone. It's definitely stepping out of that. So like I said, that interview, we wouldn't have had that conversation if we didn't step outside of our comfort zone. And when I say comfort zone in that text, I mean literally outside the house. Because you can step out and do the same things every day, and that can be considered a comfort zone. So it's to do something different and to try things you probably wouldn't normally try and say, Or like I saw on Andrew Hubbard, him and Dr. Jordan Peterson, pardon me, Dr. Andrew Huberman, Huberman, oh Lord, I'm here slaughtering it, but you get it. As they said, I kind of lost where I was at. As they were saying, we can stumble across our purpose and it can reveal itself to us. I'm trying to get back on track. That's why I shouldn't sidetrack and, talk about things that's not on my good old notepad. But purpose, that is something that we can find at the age of 40. If we don't find it at the age of 18, 16, 14, whatever age that you see someone has reached their pinnacle and you feel that, why not you? It can still be you. You still have time. You can still do new things. You can still step out that comfort zone. Me, my purpose, I remember waking up one day and crying because the Lord told me that I need to spread His word through my work. And that's exactly when I started posting parts of my service that I would watch. And that kind of confirmed that I was on the right path. I just needed to incorporate Him into my work. Now, if you get that same message, then something you are already doing, I can kind of vouch and say you're on the right track. If the only thing the Lord is telling you is to speak His name and let others know where you're getting this fuel from, where you're getting this momentum from. But sometimes you just have to go to Him, period. If you don't know that purpose, if you don't have that passion, sometimes you just have to, well, not sometimes. You always have to go to Him. And honestly, if you were always going to Him, you would have found that purpose/passion already. So yes, we should always be going to the Lord to answer all questions, all cliffhangers, anything. Purpose, passion, what makes you feel strong inside? And sometimes it can be something that someone tells you or recommends to you, like, from what I've seen from you, it looks like you'll be a good photographer. From what I've seen of you, I think you have a keen eye. But just because you want that for another person, it doesn't mean they're going to take it to the end with it, Prime example, I saw that keen eye in someone, and I even took it upon myself to buy them a camera. Were they going to be the best photographer in the world? Yes, that's what I wanted for them. But the camera's gone. It's like there's no identity. So the other person, they have to really want it for themselves. If you really want it for yourself, anything that someone kind of throws at you, long as it's not negative or, demoralizing, you would try it. Whether it's, I think you'll be good at making a denim jean line because you seem to know good quality of denim. Just something. I'm making up anything, But whatever it is, try it. Try it. You might like it. Me, I find passion in helping others, especially my youth. I study psychology, child and adolescent development. Aside from me having an adolescent, a child, my passion was driven from witnessing other adults or adult children that may possibly live with their parents or are among their family on a day-to-day basis, and their suicide or self-harming attempts go unnoticed. Depression goes unnoticed. And you live in the same home. I would hate to be a mother. I would hate to be a parent. And come to find out, my child has been in here with depression, has thought about taking herself away. And I had a blind eye and didn't know or pick up on any cues. Oh no. I had a partner that had these same exact feelings. And they used to go home every weekend. It's like, damn, y'all don't see he depressed? Damn. If I was to tell them that he was on the verge of suicide or of self-harm, they would think I'm being facetious. So at that point where it became evident, I couldn't say anything. Because it'd be like, bitch, you only saying that because y'all not together. But why you don't notice this? You don't see that your child has no identity, on the road to nothing, and is just basic? It's hard to be better than what you come from unless you really want to be better. Purpose and passion. If it's not found in the home, you better find that shit outside. With all your little crone dogs and your homies. Them little, loops that you want to be a part of, whether they're criminal or civil, You better find something to do. You better go paint something. I always used to tell them, if you want to collect a rock every day, at some point you're going to be known for collecting them damn rocks, baby boy. You just have to do something, but guess what? You have to want to do it. You have to want to do it, because guess what? We could tell. We could tell if you don't want to do that shit. Why you did that? What the fuck? You could have did something else. Try so many different things. Try different things. Try different things. Do different things. Read different things. View different things. Do different things. And when you find what gives you that thrill, do that shit every day. Every day. When you wake up, do it. And like Eric Thomas told me, or taught me, he taught me of a why. I've always had a why, but I didn't know it was called a why. Why you wake up? What makes you get up out your bed to start your day and do that, whatever it is that you have found passion in? Your purpose. What's your why? It usually is somebody that is living and very close to you, that you can make a change in their life. Or it might be someone that has passed away and you just want to make them proud. So many different whys. What's yours? You find that why, you find that passion, then, ladies and gentlemen, I think you have purpose. I think you have purpose. Now, I wrote something over there on the side so I don't forget what to say. Because I hate when I finish and I'm like, damn, I forgot to say this and I forgot to say that. But today is Sunday. It was my coffee walk, but I do my cozy sips when it gets late. In the daytime, coffee walk. Nighttime, evening, cozy sips. So, Oracles on Instagram, Oracles on TikTok, and oraclesbymj.com. I'm going to link that coffee walk. Matter of fact, it's my last short. That's mean. I'm going to link it. Good night, y'all. I'm going to post tomorrow. What's tomorrow's? I think we're going to talk about no identity. Let's talk about no identity tomorrow. Have at it. Later, lovies. I think that was a nice little talk. Yeah, we had a nice little talk.